I've had the media use the word bailout, electronic print. What has happened actually is not a bailout. It's a relief package. Bailout is when you give money like a grant for them to use, and they are not paying back or something. But this is not a bailout because the money being shared actually belongs to them. So we can't technically call it a bailout. What happened? NLNG held its annual general meeting in May, and they declared profit and dividends, and the tax accruable to federal government is $2.1 billion.
And they paid.
And they paid. That money hit their account on June 30. Don't mind the PDP who said they left that money in the treasury. If the money got into federal coffers June 30, how could they have left it in the coffers when they left May 29? On July 7, the CBN governor confirmed to the federal government that that money was there. States have a right to part of that money. And because of what is happening now, most states, like you said, 23 states cannot pay salaries. The president then said, you have this money that just came in as tax from NLNG, let it be shared so that some states can use part of it to pay salaries. That is exactly what happened. When the president met with the governors and gave them the information that that money came out, I remember Governor Adams of Shomole saying this was wonderful, that in the past they never knew when anything came into the federal coffers. NLNG pays every year. In the past years, did you hear when they paid? No. It just came in and it disappeared dramatically. But when it came in, the president said, we are going to inaugurate the National Economic Council under the chairmanship of the vice president. And the following week, it was inaugurated. And they're the ones that will share this money that came in now, just as a relief for the states. Yeah.
When he was talking about sustainability, I mean bailouts, and I wrote something, I said sustainability of this bailout, but you changed it now, it's not bailout. It's actually bailout. Yes. But Tokumo was talking, he said something about direction. I mean, we're going back and forth. Today is a restriction in cash withdrawal. Yeah. Tomorrow is what is the interest rate?
It's what we call policy somersaults in the country. Yes.
Poverty and security. Yeah. How can you handle insecurity when there's poverty in the land, with inconsistency in policy? And a lot of people are bothered that there is this no direction, policy direction for the government, simply because there is nobody to run the government with the president. So how is that working out?
6 weeks into the administration, can we safely conclude that there is no policy direction for the administration?
Tokumbo, can you?
Just 6 weeks.
Is there policy direction?
For an administration that has a, yes, that has a 4-year term.
I yet to see. I make bold to say that Mr. President has had opportunity, has desired long ago to come into this system. Now the opportunity has been given to him. With due respect to Asiwaju Bola Tinubu, when he came, taking over from military regime, then I can talk particularly about Lagos State. When he came, taking over from military, we hit the ground and things were moving. Yes, I agree with his hurrying slowly approach.
You are falsifying history. That history, we need to straighten out. You are falsifying history. Asiwaju Bola Tinubu no doubt did well as Lagos State governor, but in the beginning he had his troubles. He had these troubles in the beginning. In fact, clearing refuse was a problem. Why are you planning that? Why are you distorting history? It's a distortion of history.
When the refuse was a mountain in Lagos, he brought the mountains down. That's what we're saying.
There is no doubt.
What Nigerians are after.
I was also involved in that.
Yes.
What Nigerians are after. We might seem to be in a hurry, as you have said. Yeah. As I said, we are members of a cardiac arrest patient who had a cardiac attack.
And it's our concern now that the family of the patient will not kill the patient.
Salvage. Because let us all salvage this thing.
Yes.
The government, as of today now, maybe except for the few that have been appointed and my brother here, we don't have an secretary to the federal government yet to be appointed. I agree the cabinet might take time because you have to get one from each state. Maybe they're still politicking here and there. The National Assembly has gone on their own. Fine, the president does not want to be involved in legislative matters, but it would affect him. His silence would affect him. The National Assembly are now preaching federal character, party supremacy. No problems.
Mr. What we want to respond to this real quick.
Before you respond,
okay.
Based on what Tokunbo has said, and I want to, you said something, you said a cacophony of voices, Don't you think Nigerians are disenchanted, especially with the president saying, Boko Haram is going to be defeated by our collective will? But how is this collective will going to come into play when every Nigerian just knows, we have a new president and he's said this, and now what we're saying is totally different?
Maybe I can say something and let him cap it.
Okay.
I've said it before, which still boils down to what the president has said. It is the fact that now the media has its role. The people, this is no longer gun war. These are people just mixing up with the crowd. You will therefore not take army to go and shoot. Therefore, the collective will of every one of us is needed. There is no way that the army or police can defeat terrorists that are operating within the people. Therefore, the collective resolve of everybody is needed. You must be much more vigilant. You must be much more aware of, you must be your brother's keeper. Not just because you love him alone, but because you love yourself. Whatever affects your brother, if you feel it will not affect you, you might be the next victim. So, as far as we are concerned, every Nigerian must know that the new Nigeria we are talking about, people are looking for Moses. There will be no more Moses. People themselves must know that as there are rights, there are responsibilities. You are the number one chief security officer of yourself before you now expect the president to say. So as far as we are concerned, the president made a profound statement that it will be by the collective will of the people. I'm not gone. There is no history, nowhere in history, that guns has defeated insurgents.
Okay. But while we are waiting for this collective will, and then the president, nothing, no cabinet has been formed. We don't know if tomorrow the price of rice in the market, or maybe the government is going to wake up, or tomorrow the rice traders might just wake up and say, don't eat rice anymore. We don't know what is happening. Nigerians want to know what is happening. Now, we can't overcome it overnight. The question is, are Nigerians not disenchanted?
No.
Sorry, sir, before you guys...
Because that is what we seem
As of today too, there's been petroleum scarcity here and there. We have a government, the price is 87 naira, but from filling stations, we sell bluntly 100 naira, 120 naira. What are we doing?
Okay, Mr. Additional.
Thank you. I think he's one of the victims of inordinate expectations. Inordinate expectations.
Too many?
Too many, and maybe highfalutin, and not realistic. That they think, when President Buhari comes, he will just wave a magic wand.
Because that's what
was part of
it. A picture could have been painted during campaigns, but how you internalize that picture also matters.
Okay. So Nigerians did not internalize the picture
properly.
The promises were made.
The picture was not painted properly.
Promises were made during campaign, and those promises will be kept. It takes a 4-year term to keep those promises, and those promises will be kept within the 4-year period. But if you now come and say, fulfill all these promises in 30 days, no, you are expecting a magician. Magic is flimsy, magic is ephemeral, magic is like the Oyibo will say, will-o'-the-wisp. It's tenuous. But the kind of change that the president seeks to bring, and which will happen in the lifetime of his administration, is one that will be enduring. Is one that will be long-lasting, enduring, and Nigerians can build upon. Succeeding administrations can build upon. No magic. If he comes in now and he started